Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home of the Minnesota Golden Gophers, as we get set for what ought to be a terrific battle. And the Miners ready to get this thing started and open the season. And he's going to bring it out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. So Minnesota's offense takes the field. And here he comes, a man who epitomizes the phrase, the tight end's always open, David.
And yes, he is, Reese. And it's so cool. The tight end position now has evolved so much. You can move him all over the field, and you can really highlight a guy of his ability.
Too big for safeties to cover and too fast for linebackers to cover. This is a weapon they've got to take advantage of.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Gonna run it. It's Pope. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
They'll go back to the ground. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Good timing on the quick out. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
The Golden Gophers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got the tight end. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota! They're on the board first here in the season opener.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working with perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the UTEP Miners offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up.
Got a lot of running room. The 40. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The Miners come to the line in the hurry-up. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got his man downfield. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Miners.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll... The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. New set of downs after that completion. On the option. Now the toss.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focusing in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Wide open downfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Quarterbacks love receivers that can do damage once they have the football in his hands. No doubt there. Easy slant, completion, and then let your receiver go make hay once he has the ball.
And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's what I love about the QB run game in this offense is it just keeps these defenses off balance. We're going to see a lot of running backs doing their work between the tackles in this game as well. But you see how mixing in the quarterback run, too, it just keeps this defense so confused.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Man, he's got 45 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start. Off-play action on first down. Now improvising. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense. Being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball. Playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Dropping back, it's Jordan. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the catch down the right side. He's loose. He's at the 10. Touchdown, UTEP. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Fair catch, called for and made. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Now the play fake. Might be looking to run. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. It'll be third and short from their own 33. They move the tight end all over. They'll try to run for it. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
How about that play by the speed back? We hear about speed backs, and he's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. But let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that and you're running full speed with everything you have, a lot of times you're just trying to get him to the ground, and you're not trying to put a good shot on him, and then all of a sudden they're breaking tackles. Great job by that young man.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to get to it. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. And the returner is stopped. UTEP has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Here comes the offense on first down. Quick completion to the right. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. And the Golden Gophers are in the hurry-up. Leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. He's now up to 58 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in mid-season form. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Movement here from the tight end. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Lofts one high and deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
Touch pass on the run. Oh, look out! He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He lost one down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. That is no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. They couldn't connect on that 57-yard field goal, and now they'll put it in play from the 40. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the Miners will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And the returner will be dragged down. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kicker.
And they're on him in a heartbeat, and down he goes.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And when you get this far behind the chains and it's a guaranteed passing situation, defensive linemen go to work. That's what we do. We want to get sacks. We want to rush the quarterback, especially in known situations like this. That's why the quarterback tasted that dirt.
The Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offense is just trying to get the run game going here backed up just to give themselves an opportunity to operate, but they're not physical enough up front. That running back, lucky that wasn't a safety, going down at the 1-yard line.
Running back searching for a hole. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Defense.
The offense moved, but it was because the defender jumped into the neutral zone, and the offense will pick up the 5. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a 1st down at the 22.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
Got his man on the outside. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Looking to pass. It's Jordan. Can't make the catch, and it'll be 3rd down. He just lost his concentration.
And everything looked good on that play. The receiver does a really good job of pushing upfield and then coming inside. But what happens when you come inside? You start coming to all those bodies and those linebackers, those safeties come into play. And those alligator arms sometimes get a little bit short.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit, nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this is a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few 1st downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Working that left side now. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Quarterback moving. He makes the catch, but the official's right on top of it, signaling out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense there, taking...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Golden Gophers headed quickly to the line. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Minnesota! And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the 2nd half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the 1st half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Touchdown, UTEP! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And the defense lets the big tight end get behind him, and you could see it. When he saw his tight end streaking down the field, he knew he had to throw it up in the air, let him go make a play. He does it. Big play for this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
That should be the final play of the first half. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock.
It's now second down.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On second down, wants to throw it. Fires deep toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there in Minneapolis. Each of these two offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these two passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man. And I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime.
Good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. UTEP has the ball in the offense, ready to go back to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking downfield, it's Jordan. Looking left. Makes a connection. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
The Miners getting set on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Got his man quickly. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Hands it off. And the freshman does a great job using his technique in getting the man on the ground. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. They'll try to power their way ahead. And the Miners will keep this drive going.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
They'll throw it on first down. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Miners in the hurry-up. You count up those explosive plays in the game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss it. If this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Back to pass, it's Jordan. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Miners! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the pick. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field, looking for a productive play on first down. Takes the handoff. It's Pope. At the 35, he's open. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
And this junior loves to show off that big arm.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him thinking, I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page. First down.
And they got him for the sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Scrambling away. Looking down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Oh, and he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Dropping back, it's Jordan. Unloads it left. Got his man. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He'll pull it down and run. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. And the Miners will punt this one away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Couldn't get away from that cover team.
The 23.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse,
nothing but green ahead. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. 1st down to start the drive after the break. Give to the running back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Give them 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
They'll run it to the right. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play.
He lobs one high down the left side. And this will be picked off, a costly turnover in a tie game. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. Line gets set, 1st down. Gonna run it. It's Pope. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. The Golden Gophers want to crank the tempo. He's looking for a man on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Pope.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Quarterback strolling away from Heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Golden Gophers send out the punt unit.
Returner goes out of bounds.
UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David,
Gonna let it fly. Brings it in down the left side. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, UTEP. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Just
24.
a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
they just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 24. This time it's complete.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The aerial assault continues. He fires one deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Going back to the well, another deep ball. All kinds of running room. Run out of bounds just before he can get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now on 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Pushes toward the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Minnesota! Lining up to add another. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. UTEP has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. To the air, it's Jordan. Back open in the middle. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Off the play fake on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. On the move. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. The Miners are moving quickly down the field. They want to throw it. Feeling some heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. It's caught. Smashes through. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal. And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the fourth quarter. Powers forward. Touchdown, UTEP. They move on top here in the fourth. They'll try to add another to their lead.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return.
Gophers will take
29. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
The Golden Gophers want to move quickly.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Looking for the end zone. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play. So nice job in coverage.
On second down, looking to throw. Got the back over the middle. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. And the Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
hold it.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on first down. The give to the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. He's back to throw on second down. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense... It's offense up for business.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
A solid run there as he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're in control of the clock as their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Sweet feet on the move. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. On the move at the 30. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit.
And they'll take
More space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble. You just couldn't secure it.
I know this is disappointing, but plenty of teams have suffered early losses and come back to have great seasons. I mean, think of 1983 Miami, one of the great teams of all time. Blown out in the opener, won the national championship.
Well, some of us weren't alive. Everybody probably playing this game wasn't alive with that comment. But yeah, great example, Reese. But listen, your season isn't over. Things still down the road for you to look forward to, still improve on, can still have all of your dreams out in front of you. But, you know, 83, Jesse, I know you were playing college football then, but share.
I think I had just learned how to walk. And it's funny, guys, you know, just like that 83 team, this team that lost here today, they are also very talented. They just got to take care of fixing up and cleaning up some of these mistakes, but no doubt, lots to play for moving forward. Can't wait to see what happens next week.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.